Welcome along, and thanks for joining me as I rant about YouTube's awful behaviour towards their content creators. Super8 Rescue was demonetized on Boxing Day. Thanks, YouTube. You really know how to ruin someone's Christmas, don't you? You absolute bunch of... Here we are. I was in two minds whether or not to make a video about this, but having seen so many content creators screaming at YouTube and the way that they're behaving lately, I thought I might as well join the YouTube hate party, because right now I hate YouTube. And I'll say right from the start that Super8 Rescue has never been about the fact that it's monetized. It's nothing to do with the monetize being taken away. This is all about the way that YouTube do it. I began this channel in June 2017 when I bought a cheap Chinese cinefilm scanner so that I had a place to post cinefilm clips for my Navy friends to see all that cinefilm of Ark Royal. And it's gone on from there. And it was December 2017, actually, I made the grade to be monetized. But back then, just as I hit the requirement for being monetized, YouTube changed the goalposts. And very many channels lost the monetize altogether. And from memory, I think that had something to do with so many people ripping off other people's videos and re-uploading it as their own and earning money, and YouTube decided to raise the stakes for monetize, which is fair enough, because that's not a good way to be earning your money, by stealing other people's content. So I just missed the money bus back in 2017, 2018, and I think in that first week when I qualified, I earned the princely sum of 17 pence, so I wasn't bothered. But I was annoyed by the way that YouTube changed things, and I had to wait another 5 years before I hit that monetized mark. But again, I'll say it a million times, Super8 Rescue is not about me earning money from it. And that's the thread of this video. The way YouTube behave with little regard for the people it affects and the lives that it affects. Hasn't really affected my life. It's left a nasty taste in my mouth, but it doesn't take much to go online and see that some people have had their lives ruined because they make their entire income from YouTube, and overnight, literally, it's gone. In 2021, YouTube earned nearly $29 billion. In the third quarter of 2022, it was just over $7 billion. And last year, I was paid around $240. Once again, though, I state clearly for the record, this video is not about me complaining that I'm losing my monetize on the channel. I can honestly live without $240 and the worry of self-assessment tax returns and everything that goes with that. I've got a great day job with a salary and a pension which will pay out handsomely in early 2024. So my channel is for fun and I enjoy making videos to upload. Well, I did. What I have a problem with is the way YouTube behave when they decide to take action. And let's be quite clear, if I upload a video with copyright content in it, YouTube can identify it in seconds. For example, I use a lot of copyright music in my videos for the music edits, and YouTube tells me before I publish the video what my options are. Maybe I can use the music and the copyright owner will get the ad revenue. Or maybe the tune is blocked worldwide and the video won't be seen by anybody. Or perhaps if it's a cover version of another song, I'll get to share the revenue with the music publisher rather than the artist. So they give me lots of options. And there was a point when YouTube had an audio library and you could go and check if a tune could be used, and they scrapped that. And then they actively encourage you to upload it and don't publish it and let YouTube run the checks on it, and they'll tell you whether you can use it or not. So they have the technology to identify things that break the rules. So clearly they have tools at their disposal to identify videos and audio content to a degree that's actually quite frightening. After 5 years of happily enjoying a relationship with YouTube, because they're letting me use copyright music for my music edits and the copyright holder gets the ad revenue and everyone is happy, I met the target for monetize and happily created an AdSense account with Google to receive payments when they came in. I mean, I didn't ask for monetize, but it happened over the course of time, and I'd have been foolish not to accept 20 or 30 quid here and there for anything that I've uploaded that's my own content. It wasn't until late March 2022 when my first revenue hit the payout target. AdSense don't pay out until you reach 60 quid, and then they'll pay you once a month every time it hits 60 quid or goes above. My channel doesn't earn much in the way of revenue because I'm such a small channel. But that said, my subscribers have hit just over 2,000. My watch time is just over 67,000 hours, and I've had 118,700 views. Isn't that nice of people to spend so much time watching Super 8 Rescue? It's lovely, really is. But this demonetized malarkey is affecting a huge number of channels, and it seems the main reasons of late, because they've just changed the rules, profanity within the first 8 seconds of a video, something called reuse content, violent content from games, and I kind of get that, although I'm a little mystified by the no profanity in the first 8 seconds. So you're honestly telling me that if Andrex toilet paper want to put an advert on my video and I say bollocks at second 9, they're not going to have a problem with it, but they will if I say it within 4 or 5 seconds? I mean, it's just ridiculous. You either have profanity or you don't. 8 seconds in, and I can say bollocks at 9 seconds. And Andrex or whoever it is advertising won't mind? Very odd. I'd love to know where that one came from. It doesn't take much searching to find out more about this, either by using Google or searching YouTube for other channels that have been demonetized. A quick search in YouTube, why was my channel demonetized, or demonetized channels, and filter those results by this month alone, and you'll see a lot of people are being affected by this. It seems to be the profanity one, but reuse content, which is what they've stung me for, is another big one that's going on as well. And in some cases, channels who are making their living from YouTube, their income stops dead overnight. How can that be fair without any warning whatsoever, YouTube? It's disgusting. Well, you might say, oh, well, anyone who makes a living from YouTube is a fool. Well, I'd have to disagree with you there, because if YouTube make that a reality and you choose to accept that, what's wrong with that? Good luck to people. You know, these big, big channels making millions of dollars. Good luck to them. So YouTube want to demonetize you. You don't get a warning email. You don't get any flags in your creator studio. You get an email just telling you, sorry, you've been demonetized. And you have 2 choices when that happens. You can sit down and submit a video review with your face to camera. It must be under 5 minutes long, basically begging for your life. And you mustn't delete any videos on your channel while that video process is under review. And you have to show them behind the scenes. You really don't want to see behind the scenes at Super 8 Rescue, I can promise you. So you can do the video review under 5 minutes, or you can just go ahead and delete videos from your channel and reapply that way. You have no one to speak to, no one to email, no one to get advice from, nada, nothing. You're on your own in the wasteland of YouTube's backyard, out in the cold. Let me take you back to Boxing Day of this year, the 26th of December. I was enjoying a lovely Christmas at home, thinking about what content to make. You know, I was going to do the Fostex R8 and had a couple of other things in mind as well. And at 5 o'clock on Boxing Day evening, I had to check my email for something, and there, out of nowhere, YouTube had announced that my monetize was gone. Happy fucking Christmas. I was gobsmacked. I've been monetized for almost a year, with no issues whatsoever. So why today, of all days, would they choose to do that? I read through all the accompanying links and saw that I was guilty of reusing content and using other people's content without making significant changes to it. Also, I can use other people's content and I just have to make significant changes to it. I mean, there's something that doesn't sit right with me there. But hey, if the YouTube allow you to do it, I wonder if they asked the actual content creators before they made that rule. And that day, on Boxing Day, I just premiered a very respectable lecture on sports science. And I can't be certain it was that video that triggered the email, but I did go on to make the video appeal the next day to YouTube and beg for my life and pointed out that I'd had permission to upload that video. I shot the video in my kitchen with piles of cine film all stacked up round the film scanner, with me in the middle of it to give them a behind the scenes, pointing out all the cine on the channel is mine to, post as I wish. And talk about the video that I'd just uploaded and how I'd made it, and showed them a screen grab from the video. 4 days later, the reply came back, sorry mate, your appeal was lost. One reason being that although I have permission to post content, I don't own it. What the fuck? Does that mean if I shoot a video of someone else's cat, because I don't own the cat, I don't own the video? I mean, yikes. So, having failed that video appeal, I was told I had to wait 30 days and then I could reapply. And in that time, I've deleted around 40 videos from Super8 Rescue in the hope that my next application would pass the test. I mean, I might as well try. And I'll hold my hand up. I have got other people's content on my channel. And I think really, if I look at that, it's things like I've got some old Navy training films. And they're up there for the historical thing. What is it people say? Fair use. But nope, they've all gone, taken them all down. And I sat around and waited until I could reapply again when that little icon in my Creator Studio lights up and says, you can reapply. And it took 3 days to be told I'd failed again for the same reasons. And again, no recourse, no email, no phone, no flags, no nothing. And this is where I get very angry at YouTube. They're quick enough to tell you you're done. That's it, mate, you're gone. But at no stage do they tell you which videos have upset them and caused this problem for them to behave like this. They tell you during upload that the content you're uploading can or can't be used, or is it blocked, but they can't tell you which videos have triggered demonetize. I mean, really? That's a pathetic excuse, because if you're telling me they can't identify the videos that have led to a channel being demonetized, there's something very wrong going on at that corporation. Really, I mean, come on. Why can't YouTube tell you 24 hours to remove these videos, or we're going to punish you and your channel? I mean, come on, do the decent thing. The technology exists without doubt. And the fact you get no help or guidance or suggestions is absolutely disgusting. And that's my problem with YouTube right now. I don't give a toss about losing money. I care about being treated fairly with a certain level of decency. I'm a 64-year-old. I'm not a 5-year-old who's just knocked over a can of paint on the kitchen floor. Who on earth at YouTube is responsible for the automated method of punishing channels out of the blue? Because I should certainly like to sit down with them and give them a piece of my mind. So there we have it. My channel's been demonetized, and while I really don't care about the money, I care about the way I've been treated by YouTube. And the effect of that is that I've lost interest in uploading anything ever again, because YouTube just treat you like you're a piece of scum. That's it, you're over, you're done, goodbye. You can beg for your life, but we probably say no anyway. I mean, YouTube really need to sort this out. You're making so many people unhappy by the way you're treating your content creators. Do the decent thing and sort this mess out. Striking people out of the blue is unfair, unkind, and very unsavoury. Creators deserve an email at the very least if you're intending to take action against them. And you must know that action's coming. And if you're telling me that's not possible, then you don't deserve your $30 billion a year that you're making.